Hey, what's up, guys? I apologize if you hear any background noise, bad weather at the moment. But I just finished watching the HBO Face Off between Canelo and Chavez Jr. for the first time, man. And man, Canelo has turned into what I don't like, man. He is now at 26 years old. He is now the businessman slash A side slash smug prick in boxing that I do not like, man. A couple years ago, man, this guy was calling out the best, wanting to fight the best. He was talking about making history and all this kind of thing. He had the fighter's mindset and mentality. Then he loses to Mayweather, and after that, I think that changed him, man. And then the gift he got against Lara, and that changed him also. Somebody probably got in his head and said, "See, instead of taking these tough fights for small money, maybe Oscar." This is just me kind of saying this and assuming without fact, but maybe Oscar got in his ear and said, let me guide your career. We can take on fights you can win and make more money. I tell you, man, this guy has changed, man. He's in his little pink and black shirt or vest, whatever the hell this is he's wearing, man. And man, the guy's talking about being A side, down talking Chavez Jr. saying what he has not done and all this kind of shit, man. Chavez Jr. was a middleweight champion, man. And I'm not sure how many defenses he had, but he had a high profile fight with Martinez. He got smoked in that fight except the last round. But I respect what this guy has done, man. He is a former champion. And hell, he defended his middleweight crown, unlike letting it go like Canelo did, which I lost pretty much all respect for him when he gave the title away to Triple G, man, instead of taking on that fight. That was a terrible, terrible move, man. He is a businessman now. The fighter spirit, man, is it has taken a back seat to making the correct deals. This guy's blatantly talking about being the A side in this interview, man. Just being smug and prickly to Chavez Jr., man. I said, probably months ago, now that I was going with Chavez Jr. in this fight, I put money on Chavez Jr., with the size difference and, the motivation, all these different things I said, the corner that he has, his dad, not your Beristain, all these things, man. This is going to be new territory for Canelo fighting a guy this big, because usually he fights, smaller guys, as was pointed out by Chavez Jr., man. It also irritates me that Canelo understands English but does not speak it. Hell, Chavez Jr., he comes off as the kind of, every man, like the guy that you can relate to and talk to, while Canelo is being an asshole. This guy, I'm down on Canelo, man. I hope Chavez whoops his ass, man. I would love to see a one-sided beatdown and Canelo gets stopped. I want to see something amazing in boxing. I want to see a big upset, something that's not expected. I would love to see him put it on Canelo, man, for all the shit he is doing and saying, man. The weight demands and all this shit, man. Hell, Canelo, start talking English, man. Hell, and I definitely don't have nothing against Spanish, but hey, man, the guy's understanding English and he could respond, man, but he just decides to continue speaking Spanish, man. Have some nuts, and talking English, man. I tip my cap to Chavez for doing this shit, man. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. But Canelo, man, down with me, man. He is his attitude, man. He is a businessman now, just like Lara or the Cuban. I don't say his name anymore, just like the Cuban and some of these other guys that Mayweather rub, got to him, man. He is a businessman, A side, motivated type guy now, man. I thumbs down on these kind of guys, man. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be checking in with y'all soon, man. Y'all take care.